Hey guys, Courtney Epps here, and I am so excited to have another edition of What's Your Plan B? Why you would be brain dead not to own a home based business. And I am an international speaker, author, and tax strategist. And I have with me here today Julian, and he is going to share his story. Welcome, Julian.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey.
I'm so glad you're here with us today. And I just want you to give the audience and let them know kind of your background and why you got involved in network marketing. And, just tell us what you think about the network marketing industry today.
Well, I can't say enough good. I really had a negative context about it early on in my teens and while I was in school. And that totally transformed when, I just saw the trends of everything going on in the world. And I realized, once I established myself with my network, how I wasn't really monetizing all my relationships. And it just gave me the ability to work with my family members, my little cousin's 19. I'm 33. I live in South Florida. I moved out here 7 years ago. I got 12 years of education. I got 2 degrees, a master's, a doctorate. I kept going back to school thinking that was the route. I couldn't get a job over 50K out of school. So I went back. I'm an acupuncturist, and I got my doctorate in acupuncture. Found out it wasn't as profitable it took a long time to build a practice. And so I had to do a lot of side hustles while being practicing. And it led me to the vacation rental space, where I built a brand and a company in vacation rental space and got into traditional business, dealt with a lot of overhead expenses.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you're back. We lost you there for a second, Julian.
Yep.
A lot of overhead and expenses. And then what?
And then I discovered network marketing again, and my good friend Benjamin Otini contacted me, who was my operations manager, and told me, he's got a great opportunity to look into it. And when I saw what it was, it fit my story. So I tell people, just pick a company that fits your story, based on what you've been through, who you are, and what you stand for. I think the values a lot of companies have, it resonates with some people, and mine was in the health space, in the cryptocurrency. And I was able to fit something that fit my story and made sense and was authentic to me. And I was able to blow it up very quickly. Previously, I was in previous companies where, it didn't fit my story, it didn't fit the culture I wanted to be part of. And I didn't have much success. But when I'm excited about something that really is what I stand for, it made it easy and fluent to share it with everybody. Because that's mostly network marketing. You're just sharing and promoting, your personal brand, your story. And it's a beautiful thing to make money and choose who you want to work with, right? And I think that's really fulfilling to me, because I can involve my family and friends, and I can actually develop them, knowing that it's purposeful, and it's it all comes back to me. And there's actually financial benefit to that. And the fact that you could build residual income is a phenomenon, and have time freedom.
I love it. And, and that's the thing, as a tax strategist, see so many people, and I want you guys to understand, I'm not involved in network marketing at all. I've not been in a network marketing company in, I guess, 3.5 years now. But I love network marketing. It changed my entire life. It allowed me to grow my accounting practice when I lost an accounting practice and failed, and about 10 years ago. And it gave me my belief back, and it allowed me to understand personal growth and development, and get my mindset where it needed to be, and get around positive people. So, one of the things that you just said, Julian, is the ability to be able to work with people that you want to work with, and especially be able to bring on people and mentor them in a way that they can grow. And then what I see, and so many people are so focused on, well, what if I talk to Julian and Julian tells me no? Well, the thing is that you need to look at people in a way that you are having a conversation with them based upon the guarantee of them saving money in taxes, but they just might make some money along the way. And
Yep.
so what Julian said, none of that, setting money aside, the network marketing industry allowed you to do a lot of things that you never would have been able to do. So share that. And then I would love for you to share, because we talked briefly before we got on this live, and he shared with me the story of making money, buying an Airbnb, and then what happened with COVID.
Yeah. So, network marketing allows you to do so many things because of people. I think you surround yourself with certain people, you're going to elevate yourself. Even as a kid, I picked this up quickly. You hang around the wrong people, you get in the wrong situations. You hang around people that are progressing into entrepreneurship, into personal development. They're going to help you grow as well, and you're going to learn things along the way. You're going to gain resources, and it's crazy because I do most of my business with everyone on my team that's in my company because all my resources are there. While I'm at an event or a gathering, you find people that need your services within your community, and they're all promoting each other, right, all the time. So you can leverage your business that you're currently doing with your part-time network marketing business. So it's phenomenal. Like most of the people on my team are in the same business as me, and now we can work together rather than compete. We broker each other's properties, because I'm in the vacation rental space here in Florida now. And so I literally have my workers transformed to my teammates now. And now I can give them other streams of income, and they're in desperate situations. Now they're building a business on the side, working for me full time. But I would have never met them. They're really great people. I'm used to meeting people other ways. So that's one side of it. Another side is the expenses. In my traditional business, I have very high expenses, and the liabilities of a traditional business, it gets overwhelming. I grossed 7 figures last year in my business, and I thought I did a great job. And I just found that it was really difficult to deal with people that aren't willing and able. And I constantly had to go to different employees and deal with all the complications with that. They took some of my intellectual property. They went and started and competed with me somewhere else after I trained them and developed them, years of putting that in. So there's all that downside in traditional business where I saw that, I was always looking at like, why should I do network marketing? But I realized in any business, you're gonna have to share your opportunity. You're gonna have to recruit people. You're gonna have to train people. It's just they're gonna stay with you or not, right? Long term. And in network marketing, it's kind of like a guarantee because they're building with you anyway, and they're going to build your volume. So it's more likely that happens in that industry rather than traditional business, where they're not tied to in any way. They can go and take the skill sets and go use them elsewhere and grow somewhere, and that could hurt your business. But my story started 7 years ago when I moved to South Florida as a college graduate. I was working odd jobs and living on my aunt's couch, and I literally didn't know what to do out of school. And my uncle was dying of stage 4 liver cancer, so I went into health and wellness. I always wanted to help people in some way, and I thought, I didn't think business was where it's helping people. I felt like it was like I was always going to have to sell them something. And so I went into health and wellness, loved it, got into acupuncture, loved it, worked in a clinic in downtown Fort Lauderdale, treated people and stuff. And I loved it. It wasn't rewarding. And it was a lot of time consuming. You got to be there physically all the time, 9 hours a day or something. You can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. And so that I didn't like that. I wanted freedom. Right. So I got into a network marketing company at that time, and literally all of a sudden my contacts and network exploded. I met all these amazing people. I met this guy through this guy, this lady through this lady. It led me to more clients in my acupuncture business. It led me to more opportunities in life. It led me to go into personal development courses, seminars, getting information I would have never got, being around people I would have never been around. It kind of like forced me to get out of my house and do something about my circumstances rather than just like sit around, ponder around it. Right. So it keeps you in action when you're around people always in action, I think. And so I just can't say, I ended up homeless at one point, and because of network marketing, because I had my Airbnb business and the whole house got robbed, and it was my main source of income. And I was actually, I built up walls and I divided the house, and I was renting out the house, and one of the rooms were mine. And literally one day I came back after school, and the whole house, all the furniture was gone. All my stuff was gone. Luckily I had insurance, but a month living in my car, I realized I had friends to call. I had people I can count on, and I just avoided them because I was so embarrassed at the time. But in the process, they gave me a lot of good ideas. They reminded me I had insurance. I had someone to talk to. I had someone to call. I had a friend or two. And they told me, "Oh, don't you have insurance?" I said, "I do." I did a claim. They paid up the claim. I end up investing some of that money into some investments that end up giving me such a big return that I was able to buy a house with the insurance money. It was crazy. So then I ended up buying the house, and I ended up Airbnb it on a bigger scale. I grossed 6 figures that year. And from there, I took a lot of the skill sets that I learned from network marketing, building a team, a community, a culture. It's so important, because it's like an insurance policy. You could lose all your money, but if you have, people you can lean on to leverage off of, you can come back. Donald Trump, I think they say, went bankrupt so many times, but because of his network, he was able to loan money from friends and family that he had in his network, and he survived through it, and look at him now, he's the president. So, I think anything's possible with the right community and network, and you can get that with network marketing. You can find that in that.
I love it. And so in real estate this year, I know you have your Airbnb business. What happened this year? Because I think so many people think that they have it figured out. And, I just wrote a book called What's Your Plan B? Why You Be Brain Dead Not on a Home-Based Business. And one of the things that you brought to my attention is just helping people understand, like, not just one industry should you be in. You shouldn't just have a job. You shouldn't just be in one industry. After you get really good at something, you need to delve out into other industries so that you can assure that you're taken care of. So tell me what happened in the real estate world this year.
So I was lucky that I had some network marketing experience and skill sets. I wasn't in the industry, but I had a space for it. And my operations manager was a network marketer for 7 years. And he actually left network marketing and come work for me. And when the COVID hit, by March, we had to give back over $100,000 in reservation money. We were hit pretty hard. We didn't know what to do. I had to liquidate a lot of properties I was leasing and subleasing. We had to diversify our stuff, liquidate ATM machines, all kinds of stuff I had in garages. And then he came to me with the network marketing opportunity. And I realized, like, I have all the connections through my business already. If you're a current business owner, it would be perfect for you to do network marketing, because you can kind of promote network marketing within your business almost. With the amount of people coming in, the traffic out of my current business, I built so much rapport with my clientele, I didn't even realize. Then when I blew up my network marketing business, it was so easy to blow it up because people knew and trust me already, and they knew my story. So if you're someone or know someone that has a current business with a lot of clientele and they're trusted amongst their clients and their workers, and they have a good reputation, it's going to be very easy for someone like that to blow up a network marketing company, because people are going to, they know their track record. They know that what they're capable of. And, I'm just grateful for that, because now I have a 1099 home-based business. I could write off near everything I do, every meeting I go to, every time I drive my Tesla, any repairs, tires, everything is part of the write-off, so to speak. Even my living space up to 600 square feet, so if you have a spouse and you both have a home-based business, I think it's 600 feet for each. I don't know how that works, but my apartment is 1,200 square feet. So technically our rent would kind of be a write-off if we're both working on two ends of the apartment, so everything's almost a write-off. Your living space, your car, driving, food. Every time I go out, I'm talking about the business. So it's that's cool. I think my friend Benjamin brings this up all the time. He made $106,000 1 year in network marketing, and he only paid $500 in taxes. And I said, how'd you do that? So he explained to me it's a home-based business. Pretty much everything he spent that year was an expense on his business.
Yes. So, and we'll go backwards. So let's talk about some taxes. One of the biggest things that I teach people is that you can't go wrong by being involved in network marketing. There is no losing per se, because the thing is that let me step back. If you're attempting to earn an income. So when you get involved in a home-based business, I don't care what that is. I don't care what product, what service, what company it is. If you find something you're passionate about and you start sharing that with people, just the sheer attempt of earning an income allows you massive tax deductions. So things like your meals and your mileage and your cell phone and internet, business use of your home. So a portion of your home can be written off because you have a home-based business. And so many people believe they have to have a lot of money in order to get started in a home-based business, and you don't. And they think you have to have a lot of money to keep it going. What people don't understand is that it typically costs a couple $100 to get started. And yes, you may have to buy some product or get the service that you have. Yeah. So you've got the maintenance. But the thing is that you're not spending extra money every single month. Now you have tax deductions on things that you are already spending money on today. So your cell phone, your meals, you're not going out to eat necessarily more. But the fact is that if you're attempting to earn income and sharing with people what you're doing before, during, or after the meal, then that can become a tax deduction for you. Your travel can become a tax deduction if you're attempting to earn an income. If you're going to an event, if you are going to go, let's say you're in real estate, you're going to go look at a property, or you're going to a continuing education event, you're going to go meet someone to talk to them about the business that you're in. So all of that becomes a tax deduction. Medical insurance can become a tax deduction if you have a home-based business. And so many people think, well, Courtney, I'm already getting benefit from medical bills and medical insurance. 96% of Americans are not. And there are limitations on what you can take. But as a business owner, we get to write off dollar for dollar any expenses against any income that we have. And so you will hands down always, as a W-2 employee, pay more money in taxes than a business owner will, based upon the money. And the reason why is just what Julian said. The guy who was in his upline, he made $106,000. Well, here's the thing. As a business owner, we make money. We buy most of our needs and wants, AKA business expenses, and what's left over, we pay taxes on. Whereas a W-2 employee, they make their money. They have to then pay taxes on all of that money, irregardless of where that money goes. And then what's left over, they get to buy some of their needs and their wants. And the problem with that in this country is that the system is broken. 46% of Americans don't have an extra $400 to their name, and 69% of Americans don't have an extra $1,000 to their name. So we have to fix this issue. And the way to fix it is to help people have some sort of home-based business. So just like Julian said, like and this is what I want people to understand. Not everybody gets in network marketing because they want to make $1 million or because they want to make $100,000. They may get in network marketing because they want to make a couple $100 a month, or they may get in network marketing. I see it too, so very often.
Tax benefits.
People want something. Well, you got the taxes, but people want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And what better way to be a part of something than to be with a group of like-minded individuals who are trying to personally grow and develop, and you get to be a part of that. But on top of that, you get to write it off on your taxes.
Yeah, that's the amazing part. I learned something called the 6 human needs in network marketing.
Yes.
There's like love and connection, there's growth, there's contribution, acknowledgement. You get all those 6 human needs in their marketing. So it's some people consider it like a cult because it's like they don't need money because they're all together. Because if you're getting fulfillment in all your needs as a human being, what else do you need, right? So and when someone that doesn't understand outside looking in, they'll classify that as a cult or something. So in reality, it's a support system. You got like a bunch of therapists that are helping each other and being there for each other and people. It's like everybody wants to be part of a tribe or a group or a church or some kind of community where they can leverage off of. And I think that's what a lot of network marketing does. And what I see is everyone, like, it used to be like 6 degrees of separation, but it's way less now. I think it's like 3 or 4 because the internet, Facebook, Instagram, you can go on lives. Everyone knows each other or has a common friend. It's just so crazy because I meet people every day that knows someone that knows someone that knows me. Yeah. And they say, oh, I heard about you, or I know you, it's through my brand and my company. And I'm like, wow, the world is so small when you think about it. And it's been happening all month. Like, I've been meeting people in network marketing that knew me from somewhere else because now I'm sharing my story. I'm in front of my friends and family. They're all bringing them over. We're talking. And it's a phenomenal thing, talking about other ideas and other businesses on the side. And it's pretty cool that we could do that. And working with my little cousin's 19, I get to make an impact for him. I get to give him a lot of advice, support, tell him where to go to school, how to apply, what schools he should look into, why he should look into them. I'm spending way more time than I ever would have in my traditional business or my job than I could have with people I care about. And I think that's the biggest, I think people love that the most about network marketing, is that you can spend time with your family and friends way more than in anything.
Yeah. I love it. And that, it's funny, you brought up the 6 human needs. And so for those of you that don't know what the 6 human needs are, they are significance, their certainty, uncertainty, love and connection, growth, and contribution. And so they're all requirements of every human being on the planet. It's just some people that, some people are focused on significance first, whatever drives them. And so many people want significance because they truly want love, but they don't feel like they're worthy of love. So they'll go after significance. They'll try to be more significant, and then somebody will love them. And so you are right. But that the crazy part is that didn't come from network marketing. That came from Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
And so Tony Robbins, here's the great thing. I spent $85,000 last year to be a platinum partner with Tony Robbins, and I learned that. And you spent a couple $100 to join a network marketing company, and you learned that.
Yeah. So in my network marketing, I actually have 2 platinum members that do a call for free for all our members in our network marketing company every Thursday. And they're leaders and they're coaches in Tony Robbins' thing. And they're coming and bringing their value for, what they're getting out of it. And those are the kind of things you get, all these different people and all kinds. I've done some money mind seminars. I've done programs like Landmark Worldwide. I've done all kinds, in which a lot of personal development stuff, but it all started through network marketing because I realized I listened to a lot of Jim Rohn. They tell you, here's some audiobooks, here's some tapes, because you're essentially branding yourself in network marketing. Your people don't join the company, they join you, right? Yeah. So your value you can offer to them is really what intrigues them. So the couple $100 they're spending to get involved, whatever it is going to get you, they get way more value than just pushing or promoting a product or a service.
Exactly.
And they're getting personal development. I think, and they miss that sometimes. They think they could just, read a book and get that. It comes from, I think, mirroring a way of being from some people and being around them. And you pick up those cues that made them successful and made a difference for them, like emotional intelligence. A lot of times, like, people in the business space aren't aware of those things. They'll snap on you. They'll boss you around. You get confrontation with your coworker. You get a bad day because of it. You come home, yell at your spouse. Like, I've actually witnessed and experienced this myself, and I saw the distinctions there. And there was always something about, something that happened at work. Sometimes people bring their work home. That's the horrible part. And they'll treat their family and friends not as it's like on autopilot because they've been in this persona for 9 hours as a manager, and they're coming home bossing everyone around their house.
Yes. Yes.
It's like I've seen it. I've lived with my cousin.
I lost Julian. We lost Julian.
Hold on.
Okay.
You heard me? Yeah.
I can hear you.
I'm here. I was sorry about that. But so I saw that my cousin's a manager, and he would bring home a lot of that frustration. And I had to bring it up to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I just realized it now." And so with network marketing, you could get that. It's just less common because people they have your best interest in mind to succeed. Because without you, they can't win. So it has to be a win-win situation. That's what, and it pushes people to develop themselves, and because they realize, like, I'm only going to make as much as I develop myself, right? Yes. So if you develop yourself to be a great leader, great public speaker, great storyteller, a charismatic person that has high emotional intelligence, you'll make more money because more people want to be around you, join your business, be part of what you're part of. And so it kind of molds you to be a world-class leader, I think, in every business sense. It teaches you all the skill sets.
I agree. And Julian, I can't see you, but we can keep right on talking. So,
okay, hold on.
So, that is the one thing, guys, I want you to understand, that having a home-based business, being a part of a network marketing business is such a greater awareness of being a part of something bigger. And I really, really, I know, Sean, we're working on that. Hopefully we can see him. If not, the audio is good. So, at the end of the day,
here.
we can hear you. I want people to understand how great this industry truly is. And at the end of the day, if you don't do anything but get involved to grow your own business, that's what I was able to do with my accounting practice. My business grew literally in the last 3 years, it's grown 30 times. But it started off, we went from making the year before I got involved in network marketing, I was making $9,090. That was in 2013 for the entire year in the accounting industry. and we just hit the $2 million a year mark. And so, that's 6 years. Just life is significantly different. I didn't have to spend a dollar on marketing or advertising. It was about getting in front of the right people that were looking to go in the right direction of us, and that were willing to step on board and understand that, that we're all in this together, and we built each other's businesses together, which is truly amazing. So, I know, Julian, you were referred, or we had a conversation. Jake shared and connected us together. So how do you know Jake?
So through network marketing. So it's so crazy how I just landed. Most of the people in my life, I would say the best relationships I have were through network marketing, because we relate to a lot of things. But actually, yeah. So how it worked is I met a guy named Gustavo who's known Jake for 20 years. And when I was in my previous network marketing company years ago, like 7 years ago, that I didn't make any money in, my upline was, me and her started a business that would promote our network marketing business inside of the business. And so we met a gentleman named Gustavo, who was Jake's roommate at the time. And I didn't know this. This is like 8 years ago or something. And he was one of my best customers. And he would, drink our products, do our services, everything, and was a customer, so to speak. And then years passed by. I still stayed in contact with Gustavo, great guy. He tells me about this opportunity he partnered with Jake on a nonprofits, on helping nonprofits grow. And so I call Jake, because Gustavo gave me the recommendation. I join Jake's thing. I tell Jake doing in my network marketing company, and he ends up joining my network marketing company. I never thought Jake would get involved, but he saw what I was saying. I noticed trends. I'm very analytical. So I looked at the trends and told him everything that's going on in the world and why it was so important. The company that I was doing fit all the trends that are currently happening in the world. And so it was a new company, and he said, yeah, sure, I want to take a look at it. I gave him a presentation. He got involved, and now we're working together. And then he brought you to me because he mentioned that, hey, you should do this talk on network marketing. So I'm Jake's upline.
That's cool. And so, and Jake has a company. So you are doing, and this is what's so great about the network marketing industry. So I would never have met Julian had it not been for the network marketing industry. So he connected. Jake does something called that helps network marketing. It helps you actually start a nonprofit so that you can give from a gross income level, not only of your products, but your intellectual property as well. And what that's been able to do is allow some massive tax deductions along the way. And it fits directly into my mission of teaching more people how to have more so that they can live more and then they can give more. And that's what it's all about, is teaching more people how to have more so they can live more, so that they can give more. And then I can then give more. So I work and feed children. I free children from sex trafficking. I provide safe drinking water. And on top of that, I also give a lot of my time, effort, and energy. So, Julian, so you are, that's just really cool that we have that connection together, and that came from network marketing indirectly. Like, who knew that connection would be made? So, Julian, I really appreciate you being on here. What would you have to say to someone who is kind of on the fence of network marketing and is looking to make a decision on what they want to do with their life, or if they just they're looking for something part-time? What would you say to them today?
I would say find a company that fits their story, that the people resonate with your values, and your commitment level, and get involved. At the very least, you're going to get trained in development, in being uncomfortable and calling people, and that kind of stuff doesn't come from a regular job or a traditional business. It's going to grow. You're going to grow for sure, because if you're actually doing sharing and promoting, that's what it's all about. It's about sharing yourself. And, the more people that know what you do, how you do it, and why you do it, I think the more successful you become for your personal brand, for your family. People are insurance policies. I look at it like I mean, you go through the numbers. There's only so many bad people out there, but eventually you find the best ones. And I think network marketing condenses time frames. You know, you can go 10, 20 years. You do a network marketing company for 1 year, you'll find all those relationships you needed to be where you wanted to be within that 1 year. Whereas if you didn't get involved, it would take 10 years. That's how I look at it.
I love it. Well, guys, this has been another episode of What's Your Plan B? Why you would be brain dead not doing a home-based business. Julian, I thank you so much for being on here today. And guys, I appreciate you for listening in and being a part of this movement that we're trying to help more people have more so they can live more, and then we can all give more as well. So have an amazing, amazing day. Thank you, Julian.
Thank you, Courtney. Be well.
Bye, guys.